Hello, everybody, and Happy New Year's, and welcome to another episode of the Crusty Couch. I believe this is episode 23.
Oh, yeah.
On that. I am Noah, and joining me, as always, is my lovely, beautiful host, or co-host, I guess, Paul. How was your New Year's, my friend?
It was pretty good. I hung out with some friends, got drunk.
Nice.
And I did karaoke. That was great.
Ooh, that's fun.
Sang Hey Ya by Outkast.
Okay, nice. Did everybody start crying because of the lyrics?
No, but I felt cool saying, hey, what's cooler than being cool?
Ice cold.
All right.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
I turned it around on them, and it was the endless loop. It just kept going.
Oh,
hey,
no.
all right.
You're actually still there right now.
Yeah. They're still waiting for the song to end.
Yeah, that's cool.
What about yours? How was yours? How you do?
It was good. I just hung out at home. I was with my partner's parents. And it's funny because, like they go to bed around like 9:30. So we just watched the New York ball drop and then everybody goes to bed.
Dude, this fucking year was so shitty in terms of like the drop. Well, I didn't see the drop, but I saw like Miley Cyrus's after party some shit.
Ugh, it was not great.
Yeah, I saw that, and it was like Pete Davidson looking like a crackhead as usual, and then he was just like, and then he said, "Oh, 2 more minutes," and everyone. I don't even remember. It was just like, I don't know. Miley Cyrus went up there and shook her chicken ass a little bit, and then
chicken ass.
That's it.
All right.
What? Her ass looks like a chicken's ass or like a turkey's ass. You never
turkey. Yeah, like if you were to put pants on a turkey, is that what you mean? Or
yeah. Well, there was no pants on that turkey. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, besides that, it was good. We had Pazookies before I went home
from BJ's, right?
No, we made these.
Oh,
we made them.
That's amazing.
Homemade, baby.
Delicious.
It was good. It was good.
Well, we originally had something different planned for this episode. We were going to talk about movies that we think are overly hated to spread some positivity. But then IGN had to post a certain list. This list has been circulating around the internet now it's IGN's top 100 video games of all time list.
I actually haven't seen it. You're saying it's been circulating?
I've been seeing it in a lot of places, like on my Twitter and Reddit. It's been kind of everywhere.
Okay.
But different strokes for different folks, I guess. Now. So the reason why I'm making this an episode is because normally I don't really care about what IGN thinks. They're like whatever to me. I don't really let reviews sway me. And if they had put IGN's favorite games of all time, I would be like, okay, yeah, that's like their opinion. But it seems like they're trying to make an objective top 100 games ever made. Kind of list.
Was it like a really lengthy list, like with each of their own paragraphs as to why they're in that spot or anything like that?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Also, it was like an extensive 100 list. This is the list.
Yeah, so we'll jump into their criteria right now because obviously we don't want to just present it out of context.
Right. Do they even call it IGN's top 100 or is it just the top 100 games?
The link, the hyperlink of the article says the best 100 games of all time.
Oh shit. Okay, they're fucking going balls deep in that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I could already guess number 1 Zelda or some shit.
We'll see. Is that your prediction?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess like Breath of the Wild or whatever because people suck that game's cock.
Okay, let's see. So their criteria was essentially is this, like, the game makes the list if the game was amazing when it launched, if it's still fun to play, and how much the game reflects the best in the gaming industry. So like its impact and its long-lasting legacy.
All right.
So if it has those things,
I number 2 Dark Souls or something.
So if it has those things, then it makes this list. So
okay,
we're just gonna read off 10 at a time because there's 100, and then we'll go through our opinion of each of the 10, And then we'll kind of go like afterwards to see like what we would have switched or if something is too high or too low on the list. Okay, so starting off at number 100 is Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 2 at number 100. Okay, that's very high, I think.
Okay, you'd put it lower?
Yeah. I mean, that's a good quality game for number 100. So I'm assuming the rest of the list has to be good games.
Oh, yep.
That's what I'm getting at. But number 100 for Borderlands 2, I mean, sure, I guess. It's kind of hard to pull up 100 games in my brain at once.
For sure,
So
yeah. I mean, once we get the full definition of the list, it'll be easier.
Yeah, you kind of have to lay them out. But,
yeah.
All right. Okay. So number 100, Borderlands 2. Sure.
So
yeah. Okay.
Okay. 99 is Divinity: Original Sin 2.
Oh, that's a good game. Damn. Number 99.
I think that's way too low. I would put this in my top 20.
I do think that's pretty damn low.
Yeah.
Because that is a big game, and it's full of like a bunch of stuff and freedom.
If you've never played this game and you miss RPGs, you need to play Divinity: Original Sin 2.
I was about to say, like, if you're into like D&D or anything of the sort, Divinity 2 is pretty much like the go-to video game for it, I suppose.
Yes.
Besides like tabletop sim, of course.
Of course, yeah.
If you want to just do straight role playing and stuff, like Divinity 2 is a pretty damn good bet.
Okay, this one's crazy to me. Number 98, Final Fantasy 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Like classic Final Fantasy?
No, yeah, not the remake, the classic one, Final Fantasy 7.
I mean, damn. Final Fantasy 7, it did hit pretty hard. And, people love that game and still talk about it to this day. So, number 97.
This next entry is where the list already contradicts itself. Because number 97 is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Like, you're going to tell me that this game is more influential and memorable than Final Fantasy 7 and Borderlands 2?
Yeah. I would put, in terms of, I mean, I know you listed the criteria, but in terms of why is Black Flag higher than those games?
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. It just kind of contradicts itself already, because I don't feel like Assassin's Creed Black Flag has better gameplay than any of those three games. It's not more memorable than them.
I've heard Black Flag is amazing. Like, I've heard it's really fun. It's probably one of the best Assassin's Creed games. But
I think it's the best one for sure.
I've heard other Assassin's Creeds has surpassed it, but I did hear that it's like really, really good.
Yeah.
I haven't played it personally because I fell off of Assassin's Creed before that game came out.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's more memorable than Final Fantasy VII, because you said, you don't hear people talking about Black Flag.
Fuck
still.
No, not in the same way you do Borderlands 2 or Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah. Okay. Weird. All right. Yeah. What's next?
Number 96. Well, I'll do two at a time. So at number 96, we have Monkey's Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge. And at 95, we have Burnout 3, Takedown.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Wow. Monkey Island 2. I actually have played that.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I was a kid, I actually played that. I didn't know what I was doing, but I played it.
It's, they're solid puzzle games.
It was like one of the, at the time, it was probably the best point and click, or it was like definitely the game that molded the point and click genre.
Yes.
So understandable that it's on the list, but I'm just and then Burnout Takedown, why is that up there?
I don't know. If I were gonna put any Burnout game,
I would say Paradise.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I would put Burnout Paradise over Takedown.
I love the Takedown series, but I will say Paradise is like they went above and beyond. Like, that shit was amazing.
To me, Paradise is the Burnout game.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Definitely is.
So I just I don't get it personally. I mean, maybe it's because Burnout 3 people have more nostalgia for it, but again, that's not a factor in this list.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
I do feel nostalgic for Burnout because it was one of the first times I played online.
Yeah.
I had a good experience. I remember like racing people, and they're like really nice, even though I was like a squeaker at the time. It's funny.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was driving the Xbox car.
Ooh, I
cool.
remember that shit. Yeah. I just remember the camera angles that you could like do when you're doing like the big crashes.
Yeah.
That's so cool. All right.
What's next?
So at number 94, we have Fallout 2. And at 93, we have League of Legends.
Huh. League of Legends higher than Fallout 2.
Yeah. And first of all, Fallout 2 being on this list in general, I would put the first Fallout game. If you're going to put any from the series, I would put the first one.
I think both are pretty damn good, but I don't know. Because I do like the master computer guy.
And I think that Fallout 2 is way too low. At 94, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just have to see the full list, but it is pretty damn low because the Fallout games are the games that helped shape the RPG genre.
Yeah.
So.
And I would even say it helped like the post-apocalypse genre too.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's what started it, I would say, and then why? But League of Legends. I mean, League of Legends. I guess because League of Legends is like still relevant today.
Sure. Yeah.
People still play it. Maybe they rated it higher, but I wouldn't say it's like amazing or anything. Like, I mean, people. The competitive scene is probably stronger in like Dota 2, you know, and then I don't know. I mean, I do enjoy League of Legends lore. It's pretty good. But
yeah, like to me, like there's almost like I guess you could pin it because like the MOBA genre is like one of the most popular.
Sponsored
genres.
by Arcane. Go watch it, guys.
Yeah, please.
Good show.
it is a good show, actually.
It is very. I was very surprised at how good it is.
I actually like the animation of it. I'm stoked for the second season.
Maybe that's why they put it on here.
That's what I'm saying. It's like relevant right now, so they probably thought of it, and they're like, someone was probably watching Arcane at the
while
studio.
They were making this list.
Yeah, while they were making it, and they're like,
what the fuck did they put League of Legends on there?
and then they just slapped it on there. They're just like, okay, above Fallout 2, I guess.
That's so crazy to me. It's above Fallout 2, fucking Final Fantasy 7, Divinity Original Sin 2, and Borderlands 2. That's what you have to keep in mind. It's above.
The thing that League of Legends I could see is maybe it helped pave like esports.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But then like I think let me change my words. I think it helped bring more light to esports. That's the better way. Yeah. Because esports has already been around.
It's been around since the fucking like the 80s.
Yeah, it's been around for a while, and then CS:GO was pretty hot at the time and stuff like that. But like that stuff wasn't really helping bring to light esports. And then League of Legends came out, one of the biggest games of all time, and I think that's probably what helped esports the most.
It's still growing too.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, like I can see the reasoning behind putting it on the list. It's just like, to me, it's like, it's not there yet. I don't know. Like, there hasn't been enough consistently amazing seasons in the game for me to be like, it's been fun to play every single day.
Maybe if it was still in season 4, I'd put it on the list.
Shut up. Does anyone miss Classic League? No, you never played. When I see those posts,
I played since like season 1. I didn't play since the beginning, but I played since season like 1, I think.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about the League subreddit. When I see those posts, like, does anybody want a League of Legends Classic? In my head, I'm just like, you never played the game. Like, you started like season 8.
Yeah, I would say if they can bring it back to like season 4, I'd be really happy. But
sure,
it ain't season 4 anymore.
All right. At number 92, we have Mega Man 3. And at 91, we have Animal Crossing New Horizons. Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Platforming masterpiece.
Sure.
Okay. Sure.
That one makes sense.
Yeah.
I think the placing of it is fine, too.
Sure, I'll have to see the context, but yeah. And
Um,
then New Horizons. I mean, if you like being, if you like The Sims, I mean,
no, I really much.
I don't know.
I very much disagree with this one.
really, I don't know. I didn't play much Animal Crossing. It's a comfy game. I've played a little bit. It's a comfy
Sure,
game. But
it's
I don't
very
know.
comfy, and like this is coming from someone who put like 200 hours into it in 2020,
Uh-huh.
and I would say that it's very like hollow compared to the other entries in the series. There's a lot of
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. I don't. There's not much to it.
yeah.
It's- you build your town. That's it.
And there's so many little annoying things. I call them Nintendoisms, where they like innovate in one way, but they go like 10 steps back in other features.
Mm-hmm.
And the online for this game is so fucking horrible. It would keep it off my top 100. The online
Really?
of this game would keep it off my top 100 alone.
How bad is it? What?
It's really awful. I made a whole fucking like in my review for it. I spent like 8 minutes talking about how horrible the online was.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Damn. Can you sum it up in like a sentence?
So basically, it's like when you want someone to join your game in Minecraft, they just join and you get a text box, right?
Yeah.
That says they've joined. But how about if you were playing Minecraft, if it stopped what you were doing, loaded for like a minute, and then played a cutscene of your friend arriving to your world for like 30 seconds, and then it loaded for another minute before you could proceed back with your game.
Oh shit.
And it did that with every person joining your server.
Oh damn, that's horrible. All right.
Yeah. And then let's say your friend. No, I'm not done. And then
I
let's
said
say,
one sentence.
let's say your friend disconnects from your server, from your Minecraft server, right? It kicks all of you out. It would kick everybody
Oh
out.
shit. That's
Yes.
fucking horrible. What?
Yeah, it is the worst online ever, and Nintendo has the balls to charge you for it.
Yikes.
Anyways, okay. So so I would not put Animal Crossing New Horizons anywhere on this list.
I trust you. I trust you. I mean, I like I said, I haven't played it myself, so I
Yeah.
got no comment on that one. So I trust you. I believe you. Okay. So dish that one out. All right.
So these two games, I don't have a ton of experience. Number 90 is Thief 2, and number 89 is SimCity 2000.
Oh, I have experience with both of these.
Yeah.
Thief 2, or the Thief series, the old Thief series from like the 90s. Great fucking stealth games. Amazing stealth games. They're definitely you can see when you play Dishonored or like other stealth games now.
Yeah.
Like they took a lot of things from Thief.
Okay.
Like Thief is what paved the stealth genre. So I can see it being on there.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
And then for SimCity 2000, I mean that just was a classic sim game.
Yeah.
And I think that was probably the first or one of the first building sims, you know?
Oh, definitely. It was one of like the first like management games too.
Yeah, cuz I don't know if SimCity 2000 released alongside The Sims. I don't know when The Sims was released.
Yeah.
But SimCity definitely began the building genre or the management genre.
Definitely, and it popularized it to like a crazy amount too.
Yeah, so like today you have like what? I don't know if Roller Coaster Tycoon came out before SimCity or after. But you got like Roller Coaster Tycoon, you got like fucking Jurassic World building sims now. You got other roller coaster sims, Planet Coaster, and you got the other city building games like City Skylines, one of my favorites.
That's a great one. Yep.
One of my favorites. And other ones, like there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see SimCity 2000. If you go back to SimCity 2000 now, you maybe not as much fun. I feel like it's been aged, but I could see why it's on the list.
Yeah, for sure.
In terms of relevancy.
Yeah,
Sure.
I agree.
Yeah, and I had a blast playing it as a kid because, like, when you were done with your city, you can throw in you can destroy it with like tornadoes,
meteors.
And all that shit.
You can make Godzilla walk through it.
Yeah.
I remember that
It's
shit.
cool.
It's so cool. All right, so that one I kind of agree with. I think it might be a little too low, but we'll see.
Well, we'll see. I mean, some of the other games in this genre, they were pretty relevant to their specific genres so far. So like, I think these bottom ones, you can mix match them wherever, really.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't affect the list too much, because like if you put Thief 2 above SimCity, or like like Fallout 2 above SimCity or whatever, I'd be like, okay, like it's not gonna affect me very much, because all of these are just kind of the pillars of their genre. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So.
All right, so we have.
You got Borderlands 2 and shit.
Yeah, see, this is what's so crazy to me.
It's fucking weird.
Okay, so we have at number 88, we have Inside. We have at number 87, Titanfall 2. And at number 86, we have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Why the fuck is Inside on here?
Yeah.
Have you played Inside before?
I haven't, but I've seen like all of it, and it didn't really look that.
I would not put Inside as the top 100 on this list at all. What?
Maybe I would put like Limbo instead. Like if you had to pick one of those games,
yeah,
put like Limbo maybe, but nah.
I guess, but like both of those games I wouldn't put on here. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not something that comes to mind when I go, the top 100. Like, it's kind of fucking weird.
Yeah.
This is like a niche choice.
It is, yeah. It's pretty out there.
Yeah.
Titanfall 2, I agree with. For my money, I think it's too low.
Really?
At 87. I mean,
I haven't played it.
It's a really fucking good game. Yeah, this the story is really, really good. They really nailed like the gameplay, like shooting with the parkour and like the mechs. Like it's the best that it's been. Mm-hmm. They really fell into like a groove with it, and I'm sad that they're not making the Titanfall series anymore.
Yeah.
Too
bad that game died.
Yep. Game's
dead.
I played it a shit ton on PS4.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, which is just a classic video game. It's like,
oh yeah,
it's like watching The Big Lebowski. You're just like, yeah.
Dude, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, always a good time. Always a good time. That could stay up on there. I would. Damn, I had a really good time with that shit. The soundtrack alone is really fun.
It's like if you meet somebody who doesn't like this game, you'd be like, "What are you, an asshole or something?"
Yeah, straight. There's nobody out there that hates Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Yeah.
Like even if you're not a skateboarder, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, that shit was lit." Yeah. Like. That's just a classic game.
I had a ton of fun with that game.
Yeah. Yeah, even the remake was pretty good too.
I never played it. I really wanted it, but I never got it.
It's pretty good.
It just kind of left my radar.
I do like their Underground series, though. I don't know.
Ooh, the Underground series. I only played the first one, but I really enjoyed that one. But the second, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is just such a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic game. I don't know if it helped shape anything. I mean, you don't really see too many skateboarding games, or like. I mean,
but the fact that they made a skateboarding game and it was so popular is pretty crazy. Like,
it's probably, like, I mean, the only skateboarding games you think of is like Tony Hawk and then Skate. Yeah, that's it.
Well, they're making a new Skate game.
I heard, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Can't wait to wipe the data like I did to my brother. Asshole.
Okay.
He got really mad at me. What the fuck? Because he like 100% straight. And I deleted it.
To be an asshole or as an accident?
No, it was an accident, but he got really fucking mad and he never touched Skate again after that. He never touched it again.
All right, so at number 85, we have Monster Hunter World. At 84, we have the Resident Evil 2 remake. And at 83, we have System Shock 2.
Monster Hunter World, great game.
Great game.
If you're into grind sessions, I guess.
Yeah, it gets kind of grindy, but it's fun either way.
It's fun either way, but if you want the good shit, you gotta grind for it.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, I typically don't have a good time grinding, but I've had a good time playing Monster Hunter World, so that says a lot for me.
Because I think there's a difference between like how Monster Hunter World does grinds and like World of Warcraft does grinds, where you're just like hitting the same 3 spells again over and over again, like killing boars. But in Monster Hunter World, you're like fighting a giant monster. Like
just Monster Hunter in general. But yeah,
yes.
I like the feel of getting stronger in Monster Hunter.
They do a fantastic job of it.
Yeah, once you like start getting stronger, like the fucking giant dinosaurs that you have to fight, like they just become easier, and it's like, yeah, motherfucker, I feel good.
But then like it balances it by like, oh, here's a fucking, that monster that took you like 2 hours to kill. Well, this monster eats that one.
Yeah,
for breakfast.
Cool stuff. Yeah, that's cool shit. I don't know if I would put Monster Hunter World on the list. I would probably change it out for like Monster Hunter Generations.
Ooh.
Generations is the one that has like everything.
Generations is cool, but World just brought it to a whole nother level though, because it was the one on PC. Like,
yeah,
they went all out with the graphics and like the world itself. Like,
I know, but graphics schmack mix. Snack mix.
Yeah, snack mix.
Like it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah,
I think the more monsters, the better. I mean, to be fair, I didn't play Iceborne, so I don't know.
I heard Iceborne adds a shit ton of monsters.
Yeah, so to be fair, I didn't play that. But
yeah.
I will say Generations, amazing.
I also really like the new one that just came out, Rise, I think.
I didn't play Rise yet.
It's coming to PC, dude.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to come to PC.
I can play it on an actual fucking controller. All right.
Hey, yeah. Then you said Resident Evil 2 Remake?
Yes, which...
Dude, I would put that so high up.
Me too. Me too.
I am such a fan of that game. It's fucking good.
I'm a dirty little simp for this game.
I'm a dirty little slut. I'm a little slut.
I was like, yes, inject this shit right into my veins.
Yeah, I love that game. I love the original Resident Evil 2. It's one of my favorite Resident Evil games, or favorite horror games. But I actually put Resident Evil 2 Remake above that one because I think they just took everything that was good about Resident Evil 2 and just, enhanced it for the modern age, and it's fucking amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. If you love horror games, I would highly recommend it.
It to me, it like sets the standard for remakes and remasters. Like when you hear about games getting remade, you're just like, this sucks. Like, but like the Resident Evil 2 just like changed the game and just like took away every shitty excuse for remakes. Like in the future.
Insane. Yeah, it's literally like this is how a remake is done.
This game is way too low on the list.
Yeah, that's way too low. I would definitely bump that shit up.
System Shock 2 I don't really have anything to say about. I know it's the people who made Bioshock, but I just I never play. I've never been a huge fan of those kind of games.
I love those games. I've played System Shock and Bioshock and all that, so it's like it's an action RPG. I mean, what do you or FPS RPG or whatever, you walk around like and you pick up stuff and change out your spells or whatever and get going. Yeah. And I think it's good. It definitely did shape that sort of genre.
Yeah.
Plus it was just like a good horror game too.
Oh, for sure. Like I've seen some gameplay of it, and the AI that you encounter is pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool shit. Yeah. I'm actually excited. I think they're doing a remake of it.
Ooh, that's cool.
So we'll see.
Let's hope it's not like the Bioshock remastered, huh?
Yeah. But see, like it paved the way for Bioshock, and then other similar entries.
Yeah, like maybe like Dead Space and stuff.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah, they all have like an inventory system and stuff like that. So I would say less, but yeah, pretty. A lot of things took their bio horror and stuff from System Shock. So
yeah, okay.
It did help pave the way for like cybernetic stuff.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. So at number 82, we have Mortal Kombat 11. At number 81, we have Persona 5 Royal.
Oh.
And then at number 80, we have Dark Souls.
Oh, 80 is Dark Souls. Okay. Yes.
And I can already say it's way too low, but I'm super biased. So
Yeah.
So,
okay. All right. These three... I don't know about Mortal Kombat 11. I remember that game being trash. So someone else can enlighten me on that one. But I remember playing 11. And I was like, this game sucks. I stopped playing it. Like, I enjoyed Mortal Kombat 10 much more.
Mortal Kombat X was really good. That's where I stopped.
Yeah, that's where I stopped too. And I've heard that's pretty much the same like synopsis of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe 11 got better over time or something.
See, but this list also says like it was great when it launched. Like
no, it was not.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Maybe the story, but
maybe because I mean, Mortal Kombat has that unique factor over every other fighting game where they actually have a story mode that's like decent.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just like tournament mode.
Yeah. Unless they're saying like, oh, it has a lot of cool crossovers like the Terminator and Rambo and Spawn.
They wouldn't. I don't like. If that was a factor in this list, I would be like, this list is stupid then. Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't see any impact, especially Mortal Kombat 11 being higher than like some of the other entries on this list.
This is kind of crazy to me.
That is a no-go for me.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2 is way higher than this.
Yes.
What the fuck? And then Dark Souls is number 80.
Yeah.
Okay.
Persona 5.
Persona
5 Royal, I never played. I've heard nothing but amazing things about the Persona series. It's just never been for me, but you know, sure. I don't disagree with it being on this list.
I heard it was great. I haven't played it either, but if it's anything like SMT, it's probably good. So
yes.
And then
number 80 is Dark Souls, which
Souls.
To me,
I would put it higher. But
incredibly biased, but to be fair, the second half of Dark Souls is kind of bad. Like, once you beat Ornstein and Smo, I think the game kind of dips in quality. Like, it's not as amazing, and I think that really holds it back.
You didn't like fighting the 4 giant souls?
I thought 2 of them. I thought Sif and the Bed of Chaos, and even to an extent Nito, were so like tedious and like just not fun to fight against
compared to Bed of Chaos is underwhelming, but
compared to the other bosses, and even like the areas that they're in, like the Lost Izalith is fucking awful. Like, it's so boring. Like, it's so bright and ugly looking. Like, it's just But then the ending is really amazing when you're fighting Gwyn and like the air and like the first bonfire. Like, that was awesome. Yeah. Like,
that part is lit.
Yeah, I would say the middle part of Dark Souls is kind of bad.
Okay, that's fair. It's a fair take.
It's still, I think it's still a little too high on this list. I would put it lower, like in my top 30.
Wait, what? No, you mean you would put Dark Souls higher?
Yes, there you go. My bad. Okay. Yes, I would put it higher, probably in my top 30 or so. Okay. I would definitely. Yeah. Oh man, these next games, I don't know, Paul. I think
I will say the Dark Souls lore is fantastic.
Yes.
But it's kind of cringe that you gotta kind of read through shit for that.
Item descriptions and stuff like that.
All that. But the lore is amazing.
I think as the series went on, they got a lot better at
they got a little better, but
telling
the
story.
Yeah.
Okay, so at number 79 we have Fortnite, and at number 78 we have Fable 2, and 77 we have GoldenEye 007.
Wow.
So
Fortnite.
I don't disagree with putting Fortnite on this list.
Fortnite should be number 1.
And it just says it has ninja in it. I don't disagree with putting Fortnite on a list like this. I think that it's kind of stupid to say otherwise. Like,
no, it would be on the list.
Yeah, but above Dark Souls, fucking Resident Evil 2, Monster Hunter, like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah. Would you say it's higher than League of Legends?
Yes. I think it did a better job of capturing people, and it had the potential to be the new big esports game. They just tremendously fucked it up.
They did okay the first year, whatever.
Sure.
It was like that. There was like that 14-year-old kid that won like $1 million or some shit.
It was several million. I forget his name. It was like Booga or something.
Something like that. I don't know.
But that was really all they had. Like, I think that they could have had like a really promising competitive scene. They just like didn't care about it.
Yeah.
And they kind of half-assed it. But I really do think that like Fortnite is an important game in gaming history, where it's like, I mean, it influenced so many kids and like so many.
If you think Fortnite's not influential, you're fucking high. Like, it's literally everywhere.
Yeah, like it's a meme to hate on it because for whatever reason it's funny to hate on things that kids like, but
yeah.
like I just genuinely believe that it's a good game. Like, it's a lot of fun to play. I'm not gonna lie.
I honestly heard this season is fun, so.
They have. I think you would like it. They have Spider-Man web shooters.
Yeah, I actually hear the Spider-Man web shooters has like broken the meta a bit.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. They're so fun though.
I'm not gonna explain the meta. This isn't a Fortnite.
This isn't the
video,
Fortnite podcast.
yeah, but okay, yeah, I would say it is very influential, and not only that, it has been crossed over with like just about everything.
Yep.
Just about everything, and that's fucking insane. Have you seen the span of things that have been crossed over into Fortnite?
And fucking El Champulín Colorado's in that game.
Really?
Yeah, he's in that game.
Holy shit!
I was playing and I got killed by him. Like, wait, what the fuck?
Like, there are so many fucking things that have crossed over into Fortnite.
Yeah,
it's
like,
actually bonkers. Like it's
fucking
insane.
Marvel, Star Wars, I think even DC, like PS4. That's crazy, dude. Master Chief's in it.
Everything in there. I don't know how they like get the respective licenses for all this shit.
They sign a giant check.
It's insane. Like, everything they have.
Yeah,
it's fucking insane.
So 78, Fable 2. I've never really played this game, but I just hate Peter Molyneux so much that I disagree with it on this list.
I like Fable. Fable 2 was cool. I don't know if Fable 2 was the one where you can kill kids. I think it might be the first one. So in that regards, this game sucks. But
not enough killing of children.
Yeah. It's alright, I guess. It was alright. I don't know if it'd be in the top 100 for me, but it's okay, I guess.
Same thing with GoldenEye, and I know this is controversial to say, but
you're actually being Go ahead.
Criteria of this list says that it's still fun to play, and GoldenEye 007 has been fucking murdered by the passage of time. That game feels and looks like ass to play.
Maybe the remake. Did you play the Wii one?
I heard that one was really bad.
Really?
There is, however, there's a mod for I don't know where you can find it on PC, but you can basically just play GoldenEye on PC, and I heard it's amazing. That's cool. That
would be pretty cool.
The definitive way to play the game, but as it is the original one, I'm like, ugh.
I mean,
it has not held up.
I mean, if you go back and play like any N64 game, like, most of them don't hold up today.
I disagree, but we'll go down the list.
Well, as long as you're not using like the C stick and shit, or the C buttons or whatever, then you're pretty much golden. But yeah, all right.
So
some of them.
At number 76, we have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. At number 75, we have Spelunky 2, and at number 74, we have Return of the Obra Dinn.
What the fuck is Return of the Obra Dinn?
I've heard of this game. I've seen it. It looks really nice. It looks like you're playing like a Game Boy Color game. I've just never played it. It's a new game out there, so we won't touch on it since we've both never played it. I'm sure it deserves to be on this list. But Spelunky 2 at 75 is fine. I really like this game. I think it's really fun.
Spelunky 2?
Yeah.
Man, that's just the same thing as Spelunky 1.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I don't know if I would put that on the top 100. It's a cool roguelike, I guess. I don't know if it's my favorite.
I think it's one of the weaker of the genre, to be honest.
It is.
Yeah, I like it, but there's at the top of my head, I can think of 5 more roguelikes that I like more.
If you wanted a good roguelike, I would say just put fucking Risk of Rain on here, and there you go.
Dude, if Risk of Rain is not on this list, I'm gonna be so mad.
Is it not on there? Oh,
I don't know. I disagree with Smash Bros. Ultimate being on this list. I would put like Melee, and that's not because I'm like biased or nostalgic or whatever. I legitimately believe that's when they really figured out their flow and how they wanted to make a game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it does seem like Ultimate, they just kind of started mashing things in because they could.
It's just like you can tell that the passion just really isn't there anymore. Because the creator wanted to stop after Melee. He's like, fuck, please, I'm so over this.
I can see that. I mean, but now they got Sora in there, dude.
Oh, dude. Oh, never mind. It should be a number one.
That's one of my faves. I'm looking at. Yeah, I don't know. I could agree with that. I think Melee should be probably the Smash game.
If there's
Ultimate.
any Smash game on this list, I think it should be Melee.
Melee was the one where it's like that was the Smash game for a long time.
Yeah.
People still claim it is the game today.
That's true.
People would rather mod Melee using like Project M than play Ultimate.
Then play the Ultimate one, yeah.
Yeah, so like I think that still says quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I would definitely replace that there. I'm looking at Return of the Obra Dinn. It looks neat. I've never heard of this game.
Yeah.
It looks like a horror mystery or something on a ship or something. It looks cool.
I don't know. It looks pretty neat, yeah.
I couldn't tell you though. I don't know why it's on the list.
All right. So at 73, we have Dota 2. 72, we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And 71, we have Donkey Kong.
What the fuck? Donkey Kong? 64 or?
No, just regular old Donkey. Fuck no. I would put like Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, I was going to say like
the fuck out of here.
Country. Yeah, okay, all right.
Well, so what's next? Fucking Pong?
Yeah.
It's the game that started it all.
Number one.
Is that on number one? Oh my god.
Better not be.
All right. So what'd you say the first one was?
73 Dota
73?
2.
Okay. Yeah, I would put that higher than League of Legends. That's right.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's a better game mechanically.
I don't really play Dota 2, but I would put it above League of Legends in terms of like MOBAs.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at 72. I do think it's the best Mario Kart game. If you were going to put anything on this list, it would be that one.
Okay, but why is that above like all the rest of the shit on
I
this
have no
list?
idea.
All right.
Yeah. And then 71 is the original Donkey Kong, which is just stupid. I would put Country.
What the original Donkey Kong with like Mario?
Yeah.
Where you have to jump the barrels?
Yep. Yeah.
Why is that up there?
I don't know.
Why is that on here? It didn't really like. I mean, the only thing I can give it is it was the introduction for Mario. That's it.
And it was like, like it started kind of like platformers, like.
I guess
it was like the lead of that, but like again, like I don't really think that its impact warrants it being on this list.
No, I would say fucking like Pac-Man had more impact than Donkey Kong.
Yeah, you're right. Like if Donkey Kong's on here and Pac-Man isn't, then this list is stupid.
Yeah, definitely. What the fuck?
All right.
No,
so
okay, yeah, I would switch that out with Donkey Kong Country.
Yes.
That's weird. All right.
So number 70 we have The Sims 3. Number 69 we have Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. 68 we have Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island.
Oh shit. That's a good game.
I kind of agree with all three of these. I think these are all fine.
Sims 3 is... Oh, I don't know, man.
Sims 3 is the best one.
Is Sims 3... Actually, I think you're right. I'm thinking Sims 4. Yeah, Sims 4 was not very good.
Sims 4 was not very good when it first launched.
I would actually put The Sims instead of Sims 3, though, just to, like... In terms of, like, relevancy, like, The Sims,
Yeah.
But... Yeah, I mean, Sims 3 was just more Sims, so that's fine.
Yeah,
but I would say
I think like they had refined everything that they tried to with the first two games, and they made it like perfect in the Sims 3.
Yeah, I would say so, but I like in terms of, I could see that I don't know what this list is going off by. Like you said, there's a couple of characteristics, but I don't know what characteristic they value the most.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what's not made clear.
Yeah, it's not clear because, like, I would say, if you had to choose between the Sims games, I would say the Sims, the first Sims game is like more important than Sims 3. But
sure,
Okay. And then Splinter Cell, that's good. And then
Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. The only thing that sucks about that is the fucking crying bitch-ass Mario. But other than that, it's a great game.
That is true, but it's a fucking great game. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good game. Okay.
All right. 67.
I don't know if it's higher than the other ones, though.
67. Ooh, Silent Hill 2. 66, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And 65, XCOM 2.
I would put Silent Hill 2 and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas way higher on this list.
Yeah.
And then what was that third one?
XCOM 2.
XCOM 2, I could give a rat's ass. I don't really care. It's whatever.
I love this game, but I think it's fine at 65.
I haven't played XCOM 2, but I played the first one.
The first one's really good.
Yeah, the first one's good. So I would assume the second one's good, but I don't know if it's the top 100 type good.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm fine with it being at 65, but I think that XCOM 2 improves upon the first game in almost every way.
Okay.
It's a great sequel.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you played the originals?
No, those games are fucking impossible.
Dude, they are impossible.
Those games are so hard.
If you thought XCOM 2 and stuff is hard and you want more of a challenge, just play the original ones.
Yeah, the original ones are fucking tough.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so at 64, we have Control. At 63, we have Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And at 62, we have Rise of the Tomb Raider.
What the fuck? I don't know if I would put Control on here. I have heard it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't played it.
Maybe lower. It didn't really look that interesting to me. It looks like it looks kind of fun, but like
I don't know. Good.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like a kind of game for me.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2, I'd put it higher on the list.
No, this is just this is the first Modern Warfare.
Oh, the first Modern Warfare.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is funny because I was thinking that too. Like I would keep the spot the same, but I would just replace it with Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, okay. No, if it was Modern Warfare 2, I'd put it higher on the list.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare, I mean, I guess it could stay right there.
Yeah.
I don't really. I mean, yeah, I guess, but yeah, I mean, all right, I guess. And then
the Tomb Raider games, I've never really been a fan of.
I actually liked that one. I played that one. I think it's good.
Okay.
I don't know if I would put it in the top 100. I think I would switch it out with like Uncharted.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. So at 61 we have Batman Arkham City. At 60 we have Dishonored 2, and at 59 we have The Witness.
Okay, Arkham City, probably the best from the three, except they had a really shitty PC port at the time. I think it might be fixed now. But
I think you're talking about Arkham Knight, because Arkham City I don't think is on PC.
Oh, am I?
Oh no, it is. Never mind. You're right. Never mind.
I think you're right though. I think I am thinking Arkham Knight.
Okay, but Arkham City is really damn good.
Yeah,
I would say up until Spider-Man PS4, it was the best superhero game.
Yes.
But Spider-Man.
Oh, dude, you're right. If Spider-Man's not on this list, I'll be pissed. What the fuck?
Ooh, we'll see.
All right.
But yeah,
I could stay. That's fine. It's a good game. Good game.
Dishonored 2 is really good. I'm kind of fine with it being number 60. That's fine to me.
I think it's a good game. Yeah.
I never played The Witness, so I wouldn't know. 59 is pretty fucking high, so it must be a good game.
The Witness, I've played it. It's a really good puzzle game.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't know if I would put it this fucking high up on the list, but it's
over Dark Souls, Borderlands 2, Divinity, Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, but it's a good puzzle game. Like if you're a really big brain kind of person, it's a good game. But I don't know. Besides that, it's like whatever.
All right. At number 58, we have Journey. At number 57, we have Uncharted 2, Among Thieves. And at 56, we have Overwatch.
What the fuck?
Kind of cringe.
Journey, I haven't heard of that game in such a long time.
I know, right? It's been years.
It's been years since I've heard that name.
That's a great game, though.
It's a very, very beautiful game. And it was I think the concept of it was really cool too, like the way they did it online.
And they executed it very nicely.
Yeah, it's literally like you just meet somebody out in the desert or
Yes.
whatever with no name, no nothing. You can't talk to each other. I mean, you could probably like wave or
Yeah, you
whatever.
can like kind of emote at each other, but not
Yeah,
really,
but that's it. Like no other communication, and then you just play with them.
Yeah.
That it's a good experience. And then
Yeah.
Uncharted 2, fucking top tier action platformer, all that.
I think it's the
shit.
best, one of the best third-person shooters ever made.
I loved that game.
Yes,
I beat that
it's
game multiple
fucking
times.
Incredible! It's so
Not
good.
only that, the online was fun too.
Yes, no one ever talks about the online in these games, but the online was so fun in Uncharted 2.
Yeah, it was good shit. Everyone's just jumping around and you
Yeah.
cap them as they're jumping. Like it's good stuff.
I would
Good
put it a
stuff.
little bit higher personally.
Okay. I don't know how high I would put it, but I think it is a good game. I think it's placed pretty good.
Overwatch being here is a fucking joke.
That's fucking weird.
I would
I don't
not
know.
put it on here.
I don't think I would put them on there. I mean, it was popular for a couple years, but then it fell off pretty hard.
It
so I'm
revolutionized the porn.
just like- yeah, I guess. I mean, that's what the relevancy part.
I just like, I really don't think that like, I felt like I was a crazy person. Like Overwatch is not as strategically complex as people like to say it is.
It's not.
I think
but
it gets boring after like 2 hours.
Yeah, but I will say that in terms of shaping the industry, it did shape the industry a little bit with the hero powers.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, now a lot of games have
Think about now, like almost every new shooter, they come with like hero powers or whatever.
Yeah, they have like some kind of ability they can use.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
So,
you're right, but
I'll give it that.
Still though, 56, that's way too high.
Yeah, I would put it down in the underground with the other esports games.
Yeah.
Like where League of Legends was and stuff and
Yeah.
Fortnite. Why would they, now that I think about it, why are they putting it above Fortnite? Like, Fortnite is definitely way more influential than...
Fortnite, Dota
Than
2,
Overwatch.
League of Legends.
All those games are definitely way more influential than
Yeah.
fucking Overwatch. What
Yeah.
the shit? Uh-oh.
So, at number 55, we have Apex Legends. Number 54, we have Hollow Knight. And at number 53, we have Miss Pac-Man. So, there you go. You're
Hey,
kinda
she's
right, yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our queen.
Okay. I mean, Apex Legends, good game.
That's
It's
my
still
favorite
good.
battle royale.
It's a damn good battle royale, which is crazy. It's actually an underdog story.
Yep.
It's a big underdog story because like Apex Legends started off really slow. Nobody
Yeah.
really touched it because people were busy playing Overwatch and PUBG and
And
Fortnite. Yeah, and Apex they had a spurt, but then it fell off really hard. No one really played it.
I remember
And
that.
then- Yeah, and then people, for whatever reason, started slowly joining it again, and slowly it started taking people from Warzone,
Yep.
and now it's like the Battle Royale game.
That's because it's a good ass game, dude.
Yeah, they really fixed a lot of stuff, and they definitely made that shit, like, shine. They spat on that poop and shined it up. And
I agree.
I think people actually prefer Apex Legends to Warzone at this point.
I would definitely.
And yeah, so it's a really nice underdog story.
Yes.
It's the opposite of what happened to PUBG.
Yes,
So.
that's true. That's very true.
Yeah,
Hollow Knight is the best Metroidvania game.
dude,
I would
Hollow
say.
Knight's fucking good, man.
Yeah, that game
It
is fucking
so good.
amazing. Yes.
It is so good. If you love Metroidvanias, definitely get on that.
If you just love difficult games too, like it's just
That too.
It's so fucking good.
Dude, you think the game's easy, and then until you go into like the DLC realm or whatever, or like the extra realm. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah,
Where you
yeah.
try to fight the Radiance
Yes.
King. That shit's gnarly.
Yeah.
It's so fucking difficult.
I'm pretty excited for Silksong. Hollow Knight.
Oh yeah, they're making a sequel. I can't believe it.
Hollow Knight
Fuck
definitely
yeah.
deserves to be on here. Maybe it's a little too low.
Dude, I loved Hollow Knight. The music is good. The atmosphere is good. The backgrounds are great. The art's great.
Yeah.
Everything's great about Hollow Knight.
Yes.
So good.
So good.
Okay.
So Miss Pac-Man at 53, sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
I can stay there. I'm
Um,
around with that.
All right, so at 52 we have Counter-Strike 1.6. At 51
Okay.
we have Left 4 Dead 2. And at 50 we have Earthbound.
Oh shit.
I think that Left 4 Dead 2 is too low on this list. Like, it would probably be in my top 20 of all time.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking love Left 4 Dead 2. Like, I can play it at any time.
It was a good game, but I don't know if I would put it that high.
It's like the ultimate, like, party game. Like, if you're playing with your friends on Steam, it's like the ultimate game to play for me.
I think it's fine where it is, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because like I don't know how influential like Left 4 Dead is.
It started a genre that didn't really catch on.
You know, you're right. You're right. There's other games that try to replicate Left 4 Dead 2, and nothing can really.
They just really weren't the same.
Yeah, there's nothing really the same thing. Like I think the closest was probably like Vermintide 2. Like, have you played that?
Yes, that game's pretty fun.
I like Vermintide 2, but
yeah,
nothing can really replicate the same feeling as Left 4 Dead 2. So
yeah, Counter-Strike 1.6 is really good.
I
I actually played that one the most.
Really?
Yeah, out of all the Counter-Strike
I
games, I've played that one the most.
I didn't actually. I played CS:GO the most because I got really try hard into it. But
And when I worked at an internet cafe, I had every Saturday night there was a big group of Russian people, like 16 Russian dudes would come in and they would all play CS 1.6.
well, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's so based. Of course they would.
And I was just like, God, it looks like so much fun. They look like they're having so much fucking fun.
Damn, people still play 1.6. You're right.
Yeah,
People
and
still play
Source too.
1.6. Yeah. I mean, CS:GO is CS:GO. It started the tactical shooter movement. So
Yes.
yeah, or not CS:GO. Sorry, like Counter-Strike Source. Like, it did start the tactical shooter movement,
It's
and
true.
it's still alive, which
It
is
is.
crazy. So yeah, I can see that being placed right there. Okay.
Number 50, Earthbound. I don't have a ton to say about this game.
It's a good game. If
I've
you like
played it. I
RPGs.
enjoyed it. I love the music in this game. And I think 50 is a pretty good spot for it.
I think it's a fine spot where it is. I don't know how like super relevant it is. I think some games did take pieces from Earthbound still.
Yeah.
I think people still do that. But I mean, the reason why people take influence from Earthbound is because it's so fucking wacky and shit. But,
It's definitely one of the weirder RPGs out there. And I
yeah,
love
it's a
it
good
for that.
fucking game though. It's a
Yeah.
good game, and then people still make theories about it to this
Yes,
day.
yeah.
Or whatever. Like, yeah, it's a good spot. Good spot. 50.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. At 49, we have Diablo 2. At 48, we have StarCraft. And at 47, we have World of Warcraft. I guess this is the Blizzard section.
Yeah, that's all Blizzard shit.
They're like, oh, we got to put these games on the list somewhere.
yeah. Okay. Diablo 2. Damn.
I
That's
think
a
that
good
game should be higher.
I think it should be higher, actually.
It's in my top 10.
Wow.
Fucking love Diablo 2.
It is a really good dungeon crawler, and
Yes.
it is the game that's like created the dungeon
Exploded that
crawlers.
genre.
Yeah. So I think
And-
it should be higher.
For me, for my money, I think StarCraft Brood War should be on the list
Dude,
instead of just regular StarCraft.
Brood War, yeah. Brood War is the best.
Yes,
of
Brood
the
War
trilogy.
is the fucking GOAT RTS game. There's
It's
nothing
GOAT.
close to it.
It's absolute go. And
Yeah.
ask any StarCraft fan out there, they actually prefer Brood War to
Over 2,
StarCraft
yeah.
2. Yeah.
Yep. I think StarCraft is also too low on this list. It would probably be like in the top 30 or 20 for me.
Damn, really? I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I think it's fine where it is.
Okay.
Because, like, I think the RTS genre died with StarCraft, to be honest.
You're probably right. Like I think it was on its last legs with Warcraft 3, but
Yeah.
it was at its
It
peak
was on its
with
last
StarCraft.
legs, and then StarCraft 2 came out, and nothing came out after that.
Yeah, no.
Think about it.
1 second. Yeah, I agree. I think that it peaked with Brood War, and then it kind of never really went anywhere after that.
Yeah, like I think maybe the newest RTS out there is like Halo Wars 2. Halo Wars 2.
Oh god, that makes me so sad.
And then I think Age of Empires 4 is coming out.
Yeah.
But, like, just look at the discrepancy on like how long these RTS games come out, you know?
Yeah.
Or how long of a gap there is between Age of Empires 4 and fucking StarCraft 2. Like, when did StarCraft 2 come out?
Fuck, like the 90s, like early 2000s, I think.
Yeah, see,
That's
so it's
crazy.
like the RTS genre pretty much fucking died with StarCraft 2. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's fine where it is in my books.
Okay. World of Warcraft at 47. Yeah, that's fine. That's a fine spot for it.
It's an influential game.
Yeah, it basically created the MMO genre.
Yeah. Where's RuneScape?
I know,
That
right?
shit-
Shit.
shit
That's
is better
the
be high.
goated MMO right there.
Goated.
All right.
Don't even come at me,
And
motherfucker.
before people comment, I know shit like EverQuest was out before World of Warcraft. I mean that it popularized it, the MMO genre. Anyways.
I hear some of my friends tell me that EverQuest is like really good still.
Yeah.
But I can't get into that shit. It's not for me.
So at 46, we have Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. At 45, we have
good.
Fallout New Vegas. And at 44, we have Final Fantasy VI.
Okay, we're getting into some pretty good stuff here.
Yeah, right?
Okay. Shit. I don't know. Would you put these higher at all?
KOTOR, I think
was,
is fine.
KOTOR is good where it's at. I would put New Vegas way up.
Me too.
I would put that shit.
That's
like,
one of my favorite games of all time.
Oof, yeah, I would put that way up.
And Final
Probably
Fantasy
top
VI,
10.
I never played it.
I didn't play it either, so
Yeah, so I wouldn't know.
I don't hear too much about Final Fantasy VI.
That's what's so weird to me.
honest.
Unless I'm reading it wrong, it's VI. That's 6, right?
No, that's 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't hear about that one too much.
Huh.
You really don't hear about too many Final Fantasy games besides like
Aside from
7,
like 7 and 8.
8, maybe like 13.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We might not be in the right circles.
Yeah, I guess not. Maybe there's some Final Fantasy fans gonna get really mad.
How could they not have heard of Final Fantasy VI, bro?
Yeah, sorry. But all right. I mean, no comment.
Yeah.
Can't say.
Number 43, we have Pokemon Yellow. Number 42, we have Metroid Prime. And at number 41, we have Skyrim.
Pokemon Yellow fucking sucks. but
Yeah.
But I can see why they put it on here.
That game, the early Pokemon games have been fucking brutalized by the passage of time. Like, if you're going to put any
they're
Pokemon
so
game
bad.
on this, you would put, like, Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Yeah.
Because those are the best Pokemon games by far. But Pokemon Yellow, come on. Like, this is pure nostalgia.
I think they were just choosing a Pokemon game to cement Pokemon on their list.
Yeah.
And they just went with Pikachu because, Pikachu.
Just put Pokemon Crystal on there.
Shut up, no way. It's not Pikachu. Because you could say Red and Blue, right? Because those were the first games to come out, Red and Blue.
Yeah.
And then Yellow came out as like a mixture of the two.
Yep.
Except you start off with Pikachu instead of those guys.
Yeah.
Funny enough, Bulbasaur never got his own game.
He did actually in Japan.
Shut the fuck up.
There was a Pokemon Green
Did
in
he?
Japan. Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Why did that never get ported over?
I think that it was like Pokemon Red and Green in Japan, and then they just changed it to Red and Blue here in the US.
Damn, that's
because fuck Bulbasaur.
Yeah, I mean it's funny because like later on you get Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, so it's like why didn't they do whatever? Anyways, so I'm thinking they just chose Pokemon Yellow as like the Pokemon game to cement the Pokemon series, which is fine. I would say Pokemon's pretty up here.
Metroid Prime at 42 is pretty good. That one's fine to me.
Metroid Prime is fucking fun.
Yeah.
That's a good game. I don't know if I would put Metroid Prime over like the other Metroid games.
Ooh.
Because like Metroid Prime is very different from the other Metroid games.
Yeah.
It's not really a Metroidvania. Like it is, but it's first person. And
It's more action focused too.
action focused. It's very different. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I would have to think on that one. I
Yeah, mean, if there's no other Metroid games on this list, then I'd be like, oh, maybe we should replace it. But I think how it is right now, it's kind of fine.
Yeah.
And then Skyrim at 41, I'm okay with that one too.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, you've never been a Skyrim kind of guy.
I think Skyrim fucking sucks. People are gonna get pissed, and let me explain why before people dislike this shit out. Skyrim on its own gets really boring, and it's very, I would say like unbalanced and not super fun. Like I'd rather play New Vegas.
Yeah.
But people that do have a really good time with Skyrim, most of the time, the people that play that have indeed modded the game.
True.
And yeah, most of the people put all of their time into modding the game. And I've said this as a joke to my friends before, where it's like, I don't really feel like spending hours modding the game before I can enjoy the game. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Because like I indeed know somebody that has spent like countless hours just modding the fucking game, and they barely have touched the actual game.
True. That's true.
So I don't know. That's my argument there. I don't think it's that great. I will say, it could be on the list, but I wouldn't put it. I would not put it above New Vegas. Fuck no.
No,
New Vegas is way better than Skyrim.
There's so many games that they put Skyrim above that I'm just like, no, you're smoking like.
Yeah, you're
ridiculous.
Smoking fucking crack. Like all of you who are telling me that it's a good game and all this shit, go back and play Skyrim. That shit is dated as fuck.
Unmodded
Skyrim. Go play that shit. It is fucking dated as fuck. It is so dated. It feels like a clunky piece of shit. It's not great. And then go touch New Vegas vanilla, and that shit's amazing. Just saying.
New Vegas Vanilla is pretty fucking clunky, but yeah, I know
it's clunky,
it's a better game.
It's
a better RPG.
Game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're like looking, no, hold on, shut up. Look, if you're looking for a fucking, in case people start saying like, but it's the fantasy element that I love. I'm like, okay, bitch, then go play Morrowind or Daggerfall. That's just way better.
Yeah.
Way better. If you want like authentic RPG, go play Daggerfall. You will be fucking lost for hours. That shit is so damn good.
Yeah.
Like, cause in Skyrim they give you these they give you like waypoints and like they tell you where the quests are and all that stuff, and then people tell me like it's the pinnacle of fantasy. You know, it's like, no, it's fucking not. Go play Daggerfall. You know how you get your quests in Daggerfall? You actually have to go up to bulletin boards and shit and read quest lines. Yeah. And then it like just reading like the bulletin board, it'll say something cryptic like, oh, something had happened on the ocean side or some shit. And then you're like, okay, I better go over there and check it out. And then you go over there, and then the quest starts. It's like, it's fucking crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
That's RPG.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy shit. Yeah. Anyways, rant over.
Okay, at number 40, we have Resident Evil 4. At 39, we have Shadow of the Colossus. And at 38, we have The Last of Us Part 2.
No. Okay. Resident Evil 4, that's really, really good. I could see that being up here. Yeah, a little higher. I would probably put it higher.
I would put it probably like in the 30s.
Yeah, probably like 30s. Shadow of the Colossus, that's a really beautiful game.
That's that's just a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic game. I don't know if I would put it this high up, to be honest.
Yeah.
Did it like influence anything? Do you know?
I mean, like it influenced like boss fights, like how you can do that. Like a lot of games have very similar mechanics to Shadow of the Colossus in terms of like their bosses. But and like games being so non-linear too. Because Shadow of the Colossus is a very non-linear game.
Yeah.
But
okay.
ooh, The Last of Us Part 2.
I'm gonna put that thing up here. I'll give it some credit. The gameplay is fun.
Yes.
Give it some credit. The gameplay is indeed fun.
I think
it's a good time. But the story is fucking trash.
I think that it is 5 hours too long. Like,
yeah.
It starts to drag near the third act, and I'm like, oh my god, there's still like so much more story left. And again, this is one of those things. This is a game like The Last Jedi or like the last season of Game of Thrones or whatever, where it's super divisive. And
yeah.
I would love to talk to you about this in detail one day, but I think that people are obsessed with themes of things rather than how they were executed.
Okay.
And they think about that way more often, and when you boil it down to the gameplay, it's like, well, sure, you can overanalyze it, but how it came across was really stupid.
Oh, yeah.
So,
especially on Last of Us 2. It's so dumb.
So, like I said, I can really respect everything that they were going for with the storyline of this game, and I think that they should be commended for that. I just think that they did not execute it very well.
Yeah, it was very poor execution.
Yes.
Super poor.
So it wouldn't be on my top 100, but I can definitely see why it would be someone's favorite game. You know?
It could be I can see why it would be a favorite game in terms of gameplay. Again,
sure.
Gameplay. The story, not so much. I would say just play the first game.
Yes.
If you want story. Play the first one.
Yes.
First one's good.
So at number 37, we have Red Dead Redemption. Number 36, we have Metal Gear Solid. And at number 35, we have Civilization 4. Sid Meier's Civilization 4.
All right.
I agree with all three of these. I would put maybe
okay.
Civilization 5 over 4, but that's just me.
5, huh?
Yeah, I love... Dude, Civ 5 was the game that I got completely lost in.
Really? Like Civ 5 vanilla?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it is pretty damn good, but
yes, I mean, there's no such thing as a bad Civ game.
Yeah, I mean, people would argue that Civ 6 is pretty bad, but
I enjoy it. It's not as good as the other ones for sure, but I don't think it's bad.
I hear if you get all Civ 6 DLC-ish, it's great.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about vanilla. I didn't play after Civ 5, so
yeah. All right. At number 34, we have Ocarina of Time. Number 33, we have Minecraft. And at number 32, we have Halo Combat Evolved.
Okay. I think these are all pretty much where they should be. Maybe Minecraft a little higher.
Yeah.
I think it's more influential.
Ocarina of Time is surprising to me that it's at 34. Like a list like this, you would think it'd be higher.
Yeah, people usually jerk off Zelda.
Yeah, but for my money, it's perfect where it is. And same thing with Halo.
It's fine. Yeah, I think Halo's a good spot too. Maybe, honestly, maybe I would pay Halo a little higher too. But
yeah,
because I think Halo was the one that shaped the FPS genre.
I mean, it's the reason. Yeah, that's true. Like in terms of its long-lasting impact.
Yeah, so I actually think I would put Halo a bit higher.
Yeah.
But
so at 31, we have Half-Life. At 30, we have Final Fantasy 14. And at 29, we have Doom.
Oh, shit. All right. Huh. Final Fantasy 14, huh?
That's the MMO.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, why would that be way up here?
See, because, again, this is where the list kind of contradicts itself. Because it says it was good on launch. And Final Fantasy XIV was not good on launch. It wasn't good for at least 4 years after it came out. I mean, it
took a while.
If you're talking about, like, redemption stories, it's the king. It's the GOAT of that. There's no other game that had a recovery. Like, you could say No Man's Sky maybe, but I think that Final Fantasy XIV, and it's a great game. Like, I'm enjoying the shit out of it. I put like 120 hours in it in like 2 weeks.
God damn.
I'm really enjoying it, but number 30, I think that's a little too high.
It's a little high.
Yeah.
What was the other ones? You said
Doom at 29 and Half-Life at 31.
I think Half-Life is good. Doom, is this Doom from like the
the original one? Yeah, the
original
8-bit or the 16-bit one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's fine. I would swap Doom and Halo. Like I would put Halo at 29 and Doom at 32.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I would swap them. Yeah.
28, we have Tetris. I mean, that's has to be on the list,
Yeah, that's fine.
Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater at 27.
Ooh.
And at 26, we have Half-Life Alyx. Damn, that's crazy.
Half-Life Alyx?
I
guess for the VR, because of the VR bound leaps that it did.
I also heard that the story is really, really good.
Yeah,
like, it's just a solid-ass game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard. I haven't seen anything myself.
Yeah, I can't afford VR. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And then Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater
at number 27. Yeah.
Snake Eater. Ooh. Snake Eater is a really, really good fucking Metal Gear game. It's a very good stealth game.
I've never played any of these games, so I wouldn't
know. Well, I mean, you're a movie fan, right?
Yeah.
Then just play Metal Gear. You could be sitting there for a while. Dude, I remember, side story, I remember playing Metal Gear Solid 4, and I was at the end of the game, and the cutscenes are straight up like a movie, each cutscene. Yeah. They're like 40 minutes.
Jesus.
And I was watching the ending cutscene, and I remember I ditched out on a date because I really wanted to see the ending to Metal Gear.
Was it because they were too scared to like press start to see if it would either pause or skip it?
It was that time. It was during that time where it's like it was when PS3 was messing around with like pressing start during cutscenes, because you know how like in other games if you press start, it just skips the cutscene.
Yeah.
But then PS3 started playing around where it's like if you press start, you can pause the cutscene.
Pause the cutscene. Yep.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, I don't know what to do because I didn't know if I pressed start if it would skip it or not, and I was like, shit, I don't want to fucking skip this, dude. So I had really to just sit there, and I remember telling them, my friend was saying like, oh, she's out here waiting for you or whatever, and I was like, oh, just tell her I'll be out in like a couple of minutes. And then I didn't come out, and she had to go home, and I was like, oh,
that's honestly so based. You just you just made this girl wait for you.
It was fucking, I'm sorry, like I was so dude, you kidding me? Like fucking teenager me playing through Metal Gear Solid 4. Have you ever played that game?
No, but I heard it's amazing.
It's amazing. And then at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4, like you have this big redemption arc for Snake and shit, and it's fucking insane, and everything wraps up. Yeah, of course I was gonna fucking sit there and ditch. So,
fucking
good game.
Women are temporary. Redemption arc is forever.
Yeah. But Metal Gear Solid 3 is really fucking good too.
Yeah,
I would say yeah.
Okay.
It's probably the best one.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Okay, at 25 we have God of War, the 2018 one. The most.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
At 24, we have Chrono Trigger, and at 23, we have Portal.
Okay. God of War 2018. No, I would not put that in the top 30s. What? You're fucking high.
I would probably put it in like the top 50.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it above most of the games on this list. I would put it lower.
I agree. Like the storyline is good, and I know it's like The Last of Us, like a twist on that. Like it's a little bit like just father son, very personal story.
Yeah.
But like the gameplay got kind of old for me after a little bit. Right. And I'm like, why are there puzzles in this game? Like, why are you doing this to me? Like, there was some annoying stuff about it. Like, I'm excited for the sequel. I hope it improves upon the formula that they've created.
Yeah.
But there was definitely a lot of annoyances in this game that keep it out of the top, like, 30 for me, for example. I'd put it in my top 50 for sure, but 25 I think is a little too high for me.
Shit, I don't know, because have you played the older
I
God of War games?
played God of War 3, and I really enjoyed it.
Dude, I would say God of War 3 would be on this list instead of God of War 2018, and let me tell you why. God of War 3 God of War 3 pushed the boundaries on what the PS3 can do.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back and look at look at God of War 3, it looks better than some of the games today.
I remember seeing God of War 3, and I'm like, this is it. This is the pinnacle of graphics. It's never going to get better than this.
It was fucking insane. They actually like went above and beyond in terms of like how they made the graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking insane, and it's just a fun game.
I was just like, wait, when you stab someone, they bleed on you and it stays on you?
Yeah, it was so cool.
Yeah.
It was so fucking cool.
It's so crazy.
But I mean, God of War 2018 is good and all, but I would put Last of Us instead of that.
Okay, fair enough.
It's just a Last of Us clone in my eyes.
Yeah.
And it was just, I'd rather just play hack and slash God of War IMO.
That's fair.
But, yeah, so I would put it lower or change it out.
Chrono Trigger is fine where it is. That's 24. Fine. It's a good game.
Yeah. Really good, helped shape RPGs.
Portal at 23 is kind of crazy to me.
Really?
Because I think that you know, Wayne Gretzky and his brother, they hold the NHL world record for most goals scored as a brother duo. Mm-hmm. And I think that Wayne Gretzky has like, I'm just making up a number here, like he has like 480 goals and his brother has like 3. Like, that's how I view the relationship between Portal and Portal 2.
All right.
Like, I think that Portal is being super elevated by how fucking amazing Portal 2 is.
Yeah, Portal 2 is really damn good.
Like, Portal is good, and it set the boundaries for what would be a masterpiece of a game, but I don't think that it should be above shit like Dark Souls, God of War, like Divinity. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think so. Yeah, there's not enough game in
exactly. Portal is like criminally short. You can beat that game in like less than an hour.
Yeah, it's pretty damn short. I mean, it was cool for like how the technology worked and stuff in the time, but that's kind of it. I don't know if maybe there was some relevancy behind like it boosting game design or something.
I mean, it blew people's titties off. Like,
yeah, because it was just crazy.
A huge deal.
Yeah, going through portals is a big fucking shtick.
Yeah, if you weren't around for that time, if you're too young to remember that time period, it was fucking crazy how much Portal was being praised as like the next step in gaming evolution.
Yeah,
you know, like this is gonna be it. Like we're gonna be like, it's crazy how like you can put a portal down and see the other portal and it like tells you where the map is. You know, like.
Yeah,
it was so crazy.
So, I think probably in terms of like game design, it was pretty relevant, but I don't know.
Like in the top 20 is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably put it lower than that.
Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't deserve to be on this list. I just think it's way too high.
yeah, I think so. I think the same.
So number 22, we have Street Fighter 2. At 21, we have Super Mario Brothers, the first one. And at number 20, we have Undertale. I think these are all fine. Super Mario Bros. At 21 is okay to me. Maybe.
I think that's more relevant than Undertale, though.
That's kind of crazy, yeah, that the fact that it's below Undertale. I would swap them, if anything. Because Undertale's a damn good game, dude.
I've heard. I haven't played it myself yet, but I will.
It's a damn good game with a lot of variants, a lot of ways to play it. Like, and it's, I mean, like Sans Undertale, he's a meme, but like he's still so like recognizable. You know, the music is iconic. Like, I think Undertale deserves its spot.
Okay. I mean, I can't give a comment because I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll trust you. I do think Super Mario would be higher though, because
if it was like Super Mario World or 64 or 3, I would say it should be higher. But it's the first game.
oh, maybe it's that thing that they did with like Pokemon. Maybe they just picked a game to cement
To represent Mario.
the series. Yeah, to represent Mario on here. So
Maybe.
if that's the case, I would put it higher. But if it's
Yeah.
Super Mario, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
All right. So at number 19, we have Bloodborne. And number
Woo!
18,
You would be on here, baby.
number
Okay.
18, we have Bioshock. And at number 17, we have The Last of Us.
All right. Shit.
I'm surprised The Last of Us is so low.
You
I
think it
thought-
would be higher?
I thought IGN sucked this game off when it came out. I thought it would be in the top 5. Bloodborne is too low. Bloodborne is a
Dude.
fucking master. It's like one
Bloodborne
of the best
is-
games ever made.
Probably my favorite of the Soulsborne.
Yes,
I
agree.
love Bloodborne.
Yes.
It's so good. Shit. And then Bioshock. The story is really fucking good.
Yeah, Bioshock's never been for me. I've seen most of it through osmosis because my partner fucking loves that game. So 18 is a pretty good spot for it because it's just so iconic. Like the Big Daddy is just like,
Yeah.
it's like a gaming icon, you know?
Yeah. It's an icon of PlayStation or Xbox or what just gaming.
Just gaming in general. I think it was a
Just gaming in general.
PlayStation, but
No, I think I played the Xbox version, so I don't know.
gotcha.
I'm sure it was on both, but it was a gaming staple. Like people,
Yes.
you think gaming, like you have Bioshock in
Yes.
there, so
It just hurts that it's above Bloodborne.
yeah. Fuck, I love Bloodborne. You know how I was talking about like the lore of Dark Souls and how much I
Yes.
love that. Like I love the lore behind
They
Bloodborne as well. It's
perfected
so
it with
good.
Bloodborne. They just
It's so good.
Mwah, we could just jerk off about
Yeah,
it. All
mwah. I'm still hoping that that I'll get a sequel one day, but I don't know.
Please just port it to PC. I don't need
Or
a
that.
sequel. Just please let me play it, Sony.
Or that. I just want it on fucking PC. I want to play multiplayer again.
I just want to fucking play it, Sony,
So good.
please.
Yeah, maybe one day.
So The Last of Us at 17, that's fine to me.
Okay, yeah.
This game,
Weird that they put both on this list.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to me.
That's fucking weird.
It's
All right.
a great game. Someone described Naughty Dog games perfectly to me. They described Naughty Dog games as a water slide, where the first time you go on it, you're like, oh my God, this is fucking awesome. Like twists and turns. Like, what am I going to do next? And then the second time you go on it, you already know everything that's going to happen. So it's not as fun. And I'm like, that is the perfect way to describe Naughty Dog games.
That's pretty funny.
I think it was Nakey Jakey. I love that guy's channel. But
oh, okay.
yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, he's a good guy.
yes.
Damn, I don't know. Like, do you remember old school Naughty Dog games like Sly Cooper and shit?
Sure, yeah. Maybe that design philosophy is a little different from back then because
It's
Crash and
it's
Jack and Daxter are like
changed.
meant to be replayed.
Yeah, not to break Nakey Jakey's balls over here, but like I don't know, the old school Naughty Dog games are pretty fucking good.
Maybe
like,
he
throughout.
clarified and said newer. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but
maybe newer
because like it started with
newer.
the
I would
Uncharted.
agree.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it started with Uncharted.
Oh, okay, yeah. Newer Naughty Dog games. Yeah, they're pretty.
But
Yeah, it's the same shit.
The Last of Us is a great game. The DLC is really good too. Left Behind. No one really talks about that one. It's super fucking good too, and it's just a video game version of The Road, but it's great.
Yeah. I think Last of Us is really fucking good. Last of Us 2, not so much.
Yep. I said this. I mean, we talked about it for years. Remember where we're like, The Last of Us does not need a sequel.
Dude, I told you it would happen though.
I know. Yeah.
Remember? Remember? I said Last of Us will get a sequel, and you were like, "I hope it does." And I'm like, "It will happen.
will,
Trust
yeah.
me."
And
it fucking did.
I was with you on the. It probably will because of the money, but I just don't want it to happen.
Dude, yeah, it honestly should have ended with the first one. It would have
Yes.
been really good.
It was totally
well.
fine, but whatever.
Oh well.
Number 16, we have The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Number 15, we have Halo 2. And number 14, we have Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
The Witcher 3 is really cool, but I actually got bored of it.
I hate that game's combat.
Really? Yeah, the combat's not great.
Fucking much. It's so
the combat
clunky.
is not good.
No one ever talks about it. They're like, "Oh, the story's really good and the world that you explore." I'm like, "Yeah, but what about the fighting, which is like 60% of the game?" "Oh, anyways, the powers that you can use like
Yeah, it's not that great. The combat didn't really change much from the other games, and it's never been good. But the world building is really good, and
Yes.
the world is there.
The fantasy world of The Witcher is awesome, and the story is really good. I love Geralt of Rivia as a character, and I like Ciri.
I don't know if I would put it this high up, but maybe. I mean, it is a really good game. I hear the DLC is where it's at, though. Blood and Wine.
Yes, I think The Witcher 3 is like one of the most circle jerked games of all time, so of course it's in the top 20. But maybe I would put it in like my top 50, but
top 50 for sure. I don't know if it'd be in the top 20.
Yeah.
Halo 2, it's funny that they put another Halo game on here.
Yeah,
but
Halo 2 is my game. That's the one I played by far the most.
Halo 2 is probably my game as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I really enjoyed the shit out of Halo 3.
Halo 3, man. That's the classic one.
Damn. I would say, fuck, man. I love Halo 2. But Halo 3 is like where I spent most of my time on multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like I spent countless hours playing on Halo 3. So I couldn't tell you. I mean, Halo 2 is a great entry though. It's just fucking epic. And
It's so epic.
Oh my God.
Like there's plenty of scenes from the second game where it's like, oh, that was fucking cool. Like,
yeah, like
alone,
they really fucking dialed it up to 11 with the sequel.
yeah, like just the end scene is so good too. You know,
Master Chief, where are you going? Finishing this fight.
You know, it's
this fight.
Yeah,
like it's so fucking good. So yeah, I think it's well placed in the top 20.
Yeah, for sure. Symphony of the Night, I kind of agree with.
That's a good fucking game. That's probably one of my favorite Metroidvanias. So.
Yeah, I would say that Hollow Knight is a little better, but I do really like this game too.
I don't know. That's a tough one to say.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing you bring up though, because Hollow Knight, I would say, is probably just as good as Symphony of the Night. So it's kind of weird that Hollow Knight was so far down as opposed to this.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. But Symphony of the Night, I don't know if I would put it at my top 20, but it's probably one of the best Metroidvania games of all time. So
for sure. All right. Number 13, we have Hades. At number 12, we have Grand Theft Auto 5. And at number 11, we have Super Mario Bros. 3. Oh, there you go. So, yeah.
okay.
I agree with Super Mario Bros. 3 at number 11. It's a great game. It's the best of like the side-scroller ones for the NES.
Okay. I don't know if I would put GTA 5 up here.
GTA 5 is pretty crazy high, and I think it has to do with how fucking successful it is.
Maybe. Yeah. But like, yeah.
People
in terms
forget
of game,
too.
I don't know.
People forget too that the single player is really good in that game.
Yeah, it is, but I don't know if I would put it like way up here. Like I honestly think San Andreas would be a better choice.
Okay.
I don't know. And then what was the other one?
Hades at number 13.
Hades? I didn't play Hades, so I can't say.
Dude, Hades would be in my top 5.
Really? I hear Hades is really, really good, but I can't say.
To me, like, I'm a big fan of the roguelike genre in general, and I think that Hades, like, it does some things worse than others, but, like, the way it does its story and characters is just, like, unfucking real. I'm like, how did you pull this off so masterfully?
Huh.
You know?
You know, it's funny because Hades came out for a whole year and it went
in
unnoticed.
early access. Yep.
Nobody gave a shit about it.
Yep.
Until it got released.
Yep.
So
that's when I found out about it too.
It's pretty fucking funny because
Yeah.
I remember I saw the Game Awards and it's like Hades, and I'm just like, what? That game came out like
didn't
fucking
that game
last
come
year.
out last year? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's fucking weird that it's just being noticed now. Like, that's really
It should have
strange.
it should have won Game of the Year. Not
Really?
Last of Us 2.
Damn, I got to play it.
It's really good. I fucking love it, and it helps too that I want to fuck like all the characters in that game.
Okay, it's a Goomer game.
It kind of, depending on what you're into, sure.
All right.
But yeah, Hades is great. I think it's one of the best roguelike games. It's not the best in my opinion, but it's my favorite.
Shit. All right.
Okay.
I have heard really good things about it, so
Yes.
I should definitely try it.
It's
one of these
very
days.
good. At number 10, we have Disco Elysium. At number 9,
I hear that's fucking good.
Yes. At number 9, we have Half-Life 2. And at number 8, we have Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay. I hear Disco Elysium is a really fucking good game. I don't
Yes.
know. I've never played it myself.
I've also never played it. It's on my list.
It's on my list, but I don't know if it's going to be that good to where it's the top 10.
Dude, I've been hearing like amazing things about this game.
Really?
Where when I saw it on the top 10, I was like, maybe,
My friend played it. He said it was amazing, but he said like after the first playthrough, you don't really want to play it again. So I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's games like that though on this list, like Last of Us. Like you don't really want to do a second playthrough of The Last of Us, What matters is the first time, I would say.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then Half-Life 2. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's kind of crazy high, I would say.
I don't know. That's really high up.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like influenced really.
Sequels never getting made.
Yeah. I know Half-Life 2 is a good game, but like to be that high up, I don't know.
I don't know. I think that one's kind of crazy to me. Red Dead 2, that one's fine. I love Red Dead 2. I think
Red Dead 2 is really good.
By far Rockstar's best game. And
it's really fucking good, but I always feel bad about the development of the game.
Yeah, I mean that stuff aside, like it's that stuff's never good, and I hate game companies and AAA studios that do that.
But
shit.
yeah, I think in terms of like small details and
yes,
how good an open world game for that matter, Red Dead 2
Morgan,
is probably the best.
Arthur Morgan is one of the best characters in fiction, and
yeah,
I think that he is a prime example of why video games are the best medium to experience a story, aside from books.
Yeah.
But I think that this game is a perfect example of why video games are a great medium for storytelling.
Dude, Red Dead 2 is actually really fucking good. The story is really damn good.
I've never cried at a video game, but I got a little emotional near the end of this one.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, that last scene?
Yes.
That last scene, though?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could stay up here. I would think Red Dead 2 is probably top 10 somewhere.
Yes. Number 7, we have Super Mario 64, of course.
Okay.
We have Mass Effect 2 at number 6.
Oh,
And at number 5, we have Super Metroid.
Okay, there's the
Mass
Super
Effect.
Metroid.
There's like an ugly duckling in these three.
I mean, if you're talking about Mass Effect 2, I'll tell you right now, Mass Effect 2 is probably one of the best RPG games of all time.
Yeah. It's so ugly though.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the graphics here.
So
it's like
gross looking.
It's so good though. It's such a good game. So a huge improvement from the first one too.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. That the first one's kind of ass, and the second one is like improves upon it in every single way.
It's fucking crazy.
This is the game that put BioWare on the map in terms of like. I mean, I know KOTOR came out and people love that, but like this game was so insanely popular. I just could never get into it because I think the game is fucking ugly looking. But
I wasn't about the looks or anything. The game is just fucking good.
Yeah.
So
you would say it should be at 6?
6? I don't know. It is probably one of the best RPG games of all time. So I would say top 10 somewhere.
Okay. Super Metroid is fine. Number 5. That game set the standard for Metroidvania games, like how you make one and like The progression in that game is so good. Like the graphics, how it looks visually, like it still holds up like so fucking well.
Yeah. And then you got Super Mario 64, which is the king of platformers.
Like that, yeah, for sure. Like I would say that they really improved upon it with Galaxy, like Super Mario.
Well,
Galaxy.
yeah, of course the REM didn't later releases definitely improved upon that stuff, but 64 was like the beginning.
Yeah.
Like it might just be another thing to like cement the genre or whatever, like the entry on the list.
But it's like Super Mario 64, like if someone put that as their number one, I'd be like, sure. Because if this game didn't work, the 3D genre of games, the 3D that we use, might not even be a thing.
Like, I didn't think about that.
All of these
it is one of
franchises,
the yeah, it did revolutionize gaming. Yeah, you're right.
All of these franchises were making the leap to 3D. You had Castlevania, Legend of Zelda, Sonic, fucking Rayman, and like aside from Zelda, none of them could do it well. They were all terrible. They all translated fucking so poorly. So people were like, oh, 3D is just not the way to go. And Super Mario 64 comes out and is like, here, let us fucking show you how you do it.
You're right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So it did revolutionize gaming. So
in like,
you're right.
Quite possibly the biggest way,
Yeah.
So if someone puts this as their number one, I can definitely see it.
Yeah. Okay. I can. Yeah. It's definitely top 10 for sure. For sure.
So I'll just read the three, and then we'll save number one for last.
All right.
So we have number 4, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Number 3, we have Portal 2. Number 2, we have Super Mario World.
Man, whoever fucking wrote this list is just a Nintendo.
This list
drone. Get out of here.
Extremely Nintendo biased.
Fuck off. This guy's drinking Soylent and fucking sitting in his cardboard Nintendo kit or whatever.
I would put Portal 2 over Super Mario World.
Portal 2's fucking good.
Portal 2 is a masterpiece.
It is quite the masterpiece, indeed.
It's fucking amazing. I love Super Mario World. It's one of my favorite games.
Dude.
But
I actually grew up on Super Mario World, so I can definitely say it's in the top 10. But see, man, I don't know if it's fair to have multiple entries of Mario, multiple entries of Zelda, multiple entries of Halo. Like, you know how I was saying, like, oh, that's funny they put that on the list again. Like, I don't know if that's fair. When you're coming down to like the top 100 games of all time, like I don't know if it's fair to say.
It's hard to leave some of them out though, like gun to your head if you had to choose between like Halo 2 or Halo Combat Evolved, you know what I mean? Like to put in a list of the most influential games.
I know, but I don't know. It's just I feel like it's a little unfair.
Yeah.
IMO. But shit. I mean, Link to the Past. Yeah.
That's my favorite Zelda game. I think it's the best Zelda game.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay,
that's crazy. Love Link to the Past.
I'm more of a Breath of the Wild kind of guy. Just kidding.
So, of course, we haven't mentioned it at all on this list, so that means
I know it's number one. I fucking know it.
Breath of the Wild, which
I fucking knew it. That's horseshit. I'm gonna call it right now. That's horseshit. That should not be number one.
I agree.
That is not a number one kind of game.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about it, man. Let's get doxxed.
Let's get doxxed right now. That people fucking suck the cock of Nintendo. Like from number one, people just suck their cocks.
Yep.
And any Nintendo game that gets released that has to do with a big IP like Mario or Zelda, people just automatically give it like an 8 out of 10.
Yep.
Like fuck off. And then number 2, like Zelda Breath of the Wild, it's a good game, but I don't know. Like it doesn't feel like there's enough in that game for me to feel like it should be number one. Like I mean, you could probably talk about it more than I can, but I mean, go for it.
I played through this game twice.
Okay.
And I love this game. I think it's really, really good. Definitely the best game on the Switch. Like, if you're a kid who's buying a Switch, you need to get Breath of the Wild. the improvements that they made upon everything in the system is just amazing, but like there are so many crucial flaws that hold it back for me. Like the shrine system gets kind of repetitive after a while. Like there's not enough interesting shrines to do in the game. Like there's like over 100 of them, and like only like 30 of them are worth it.
Okay.
You know, the open world is really, really nice. I love how much of a sandbox it is, like how creative you can get in combat. But I think that kind of hides how sloppy the combat feels. Like the lock-on mechanic kind of sucks. I don't like the slow-mo, like parry mechanic. And the biggest sin is the weapon durability. Fucking horrendously bad in this game. Like, I hate weapon durability in games in general. Like, I think they're a stupid mechanic that just shouldn't be in games. And this game is the worst because, like, you find weapons all throughout, but they break after, like, 10 to 15 hits. You know? So, it, like, sure, it makes it more realistic because you're in an apocalypse or whatever, but, like, it takes the fun out of finding anything good. Like, I don't want to use this really powerful sword I just found because it's going to break in like 10 hits.
Yeah.
You know,
that's pretty fucking lame.
Alone completely ruins like a lot of the gameplay for me. But again, I can totally see why somebody would have this as their number one. It's the new most circle jerked game of all time.
I just don't think it's that like special. IMO.
Yeah.
Like what in this game is so special compared to like other open world games out there?
I think that people just really love the creativity and the sandbox world. And it's the first time Nintendo fans played a fucking open world game.
That might be true.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't really look or feel that special to me. Like it's just another open world game in my eyes.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, maybe you could be a little creative with like some of the powers in there, like the time stop and all that shit. Like I've seen little creative things you can do.
Yeah.
But like you could be just as creative in any other open world game.
That's
like,
true.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's that special to me. Like there's nothing. It didn't help build anything. It didn't help shape anything. It's just another Zelda game.
Yeah.
You know, except it's open world. That's probably what it is. They go Zelda, but open world, and then people fucking flip their minds.
Yeah.
But even that, I'd be like, most Zelda games already are kind of open world. If you think about it, like
yeah, but they're not like
Ocarina.
They're not.
It's not like this. It's not to this extent.
Yeah,
I know. Like this game, you can go straight to Ganon and fight Ganon.
Well, for all the games, you could do that too. Like Zelda has never really been linear, except for like Skyward Sword. They've always been pretty open, but like what I think was so impressive about this game was just like how well it connected the world together. Like there wasn't loading screens for everything and like all that, but again, I feel like it's kind of underwhelming as in terms of being an open world too, you know?
Yeah, but like that argument can be placed on most open world games. Like you're saying no loading screens and shit, just go play Red Dead 2. There's like literally no loading in that game.
Yeah, I do think Red Dead 2 is better than Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, like there's much more things you can do in Red Dead 2, or much more story elements, much more all this. Like that too, like when I think of the number one game of all time, I think like it has to have masterful story. It has to have masterful gameplay. It has to have masterful everything, you know?
And the story in this game is so bad.
Yeah, like I don't think Zelda has most of that, or Breath of the Wild has most of that. Like, it's not really there. So I would definitely not put it as number one. That's fucking ridiculous.
So it's pretty obvious that this list is Nintendo biased. Like,
oh yeah,
like crazy obvious. I'm just like, come on, dude, you're gonna put fucking Donkey Kong, in this, and I don't know. That's so crazy to me. So like now that we know all the entries, like I'm like, yeah, Fallout 2 is way too low. Like Nintendo, this is a super Nintendo biased game, and there's some that are just straight up missing. Like I feel like the roguelike genre is severely misrepresented in this list.
Dude, they didn't even mention Risk of Rain 2.
Where's Risk of Rain 2, Darkest Dungeon, Binding of Isaac?
Dungeon, none of those. And
Like-
then they didn't mention they put in they put in Arkham City, but they didn't put in Spider-Man,
Spider-Man?
PS4. Like, dude, what? Okay.
Donkey Kong
I
Country
don't know.
2 I thought would be on this list, but it's not.
Donkey Kong Country 2 wasn't on here. They had the first Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. They had like 30 Super Mario games on here.
They were missing like even games like
They didn't even have Sonic games on here at all, did they?
no Sonic games. They didn't have fucking. Let me see. Let me think here. I thought that Roller Coaster Tycoon should have been on this list. If SimCity 2000 is going to be on here, why wouldn't they put Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Mhm.
And I don't know, shit like Deus Ex, Nier Automata.
Oh, dude, they didn't put Deus Ex on here. That's
Warcraft
like a
3.
really good game. Warcraft 3 is a good one.
Fucking
didn't-
Papers, Please.
Papers, Please is really good, but that's indie, so I can forgive that. So.
But they put that one game, Return of
They
the
did.
Obra Dinn.
If they liked whoever made this list seems to like RPG games and Super Mario games,
And they don't
So I'm
like
surprised they didn't-
strategy.
Yeah, so I'm surprised they didn't put Paper Mario on here.
Yeah, right?
Like, I hear Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door or whatever is like amazing.
That one's pretty good, yeah. I like that one.
Yeah.
But fuck,
So-
dude, I don't know. This list is so crazy because they just like
Or Galaxy? They didn't put Galaxy or
they didn't put
Odyssey
Super
on
Mario
here?
Galaxy. I think that the strategy genre is also severely lacking. Like, where the fuck is Total
Yeah, that's
War
a lot.
Shogun 2 or
This
like Total
dude-
War Warhammer?
Fuck no, put Total War Warhammer 2 on there, dude.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's the best of the
Oh, dude, I've been playing. I
Those
don't have
games.
Total Warhammer 2. I have the first one.
Oh my God,
it's
you
so
gotta get it.
fucking good.
you gotta
Anyways,
get the second one. But yeah, no, they definitely missed out on quite a bit of games.
yeah.
And then
I think that Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls being on this list
no,
at
no.
80 is criminal.
yeah, that should have been higher up.
Yeah, and
But to be fair, this guy plays nothing but Nintendo games, so they probably couldn't.
well,
they
see, that's
probably
what I'm
couldn't
curious about is like how they even like came. Was it just one guy? Because IGN's a huge brand.
Yeah, they didn't put Crash games or anything either.
No,
too.
no Spyro either.
No Spyro, no nothing like
Spyro's
that.
missing from this. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this list is super Nintendo biased.
I think it's funny they put on Burnout, but not like other.
Yeah, like Need for
other games.
Speed or like Forza.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That this list is very wonky. I would say now that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah, it's like
there's so many games out there that are just really good.
Hitman
I mean,
is missing.
Oh, Hitman's not on here. That's probably one of the best stealth games of all time.
I think that it's crazy. Like, there's a lot of like recency bias too with this. Like a lot of
Yeah,
newer
there's a lot of
games.
recent games on here. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of new games, and it's like I said, like I didn't really know what they were doing with their list.
Yeah,
Like, it just fell all over the place. Like, I don't know, some of the games, like I said, Breath of the Wild, like, it's not really super relevant, or like it didn't mold anything, it didn't shape anything, it didn't do anything.
yeah.
So I'm like, why is that number one as opposed to like maybe if they had put Super Mario 64, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I get it. But Breath of the Wild, like, that doesn't make sense to me.
No, that's crazy to me.
And especially in terms of like the criteria that you had laid out that was listed by them, like, it doesn't make sense.
it just immediately contradicts itself too.
Yeah, they just contradicted themselves. They probably had like a deadline and they fucking couldn't think of games, so
yeah,
they just shoved shit in.
yeah.
That's what I'm guessing. But yeah, it doesn't seem right.
And it's
yeah.
I still think that Overwatch on this list in general is an insult.
Yeah,
I think the
that
game's
too.
ass. It did not age well, and you can tell because no one fucking plays it now. And Blizzard.
They didn't even put Modern Warfare 2 on here.
Nope, they didn't put Modern Warfare 2.
Now that I think about
even
it.
games like fuck, I don't know, like RimWorld or like
Oh yeah.
fuck, like there's so many games, dude, that you could put on here aside from shit like Burnout or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just so many weird choices.
If you wanted to, yeah, I think the way they should have done it is they should have had criteria laid out via genre, like being able to address each genre, and then also say things like how did it shape that genre, how did it shape the industry itself, how did it shape this and that. Like, I don't think their criteria was laid out very well. It was just kind of made on the spot, it seems.
And when you do lists like these, it's always going to come under scrutiny. No one's ever going to universally agree. But like some of the entries in this were pretty suspect to me, where it was pretty clear that the editor or whoever wrote this just grew up playing these games.
Well,
you know, more than anything. And that's what's hard when you try to be like objective about this stuff, because you can't really. But
I mean, you can. I feel like you could be unbiased. Like I think myself, I can certainly tell when nostalgia is hitting and when it's a good game in general.
Sure.
Like when I was talking about Resident Evil 2 and stuff like that. Like I recently played Resident Evil 2 and I could still say that it's indeed a good game. You know, but I feel like going back and playing the original Super Mario on Game Boy, like it's like, yeah, it's fine. Like it's a game you can pick up and everyone will know how to play it. But is it like an amazing game? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like you can leave nostalgia behind and still conduct a list of this sort. It's just, I don't think the person that was put in charge of this list, they honestly, they probably weren't too familiar with gaming, because it kind of sounds like they just looked at a bunch of like top games lists and then they mashed them together.
Or, you know, they just like, I don't know, like they just obviously played Nintendo games for most of their life and they're like, oh shit, I guess we got to put in some other games here too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's just so odd to me how many, like even in the top 10, how much it's dominated by Nintendo. Like,
yeah, but see, then that brings the question, are you really a gamer if you're just playing one console's worth?
yes.
Hmm?
Yes, I would say so.
Hmm?
You're a gamer even if you just play on your phone.
Okay, now we're getting into hot water.
No,
here.
we're not. Why are we gatekeeping the definition?
Oh, damn,
of
we're
gamer?
boiling, dude. We're boiling. I'm just kidding.
I'm
but
just curious
yeah.
as to like who they polled in this, or like who was behind it. You know, like.
Polling? I'm pretty sure they didn't poll anybody.
So it says, with all of this said, IGN's list reflects the current staff 100 best games of all time. So it's not just one person making this list.
Man, you got people in that staff right now who didn't like the new Pokemon games because they had too much water. Like, you know, I'm not gonna fucking trust anybody on there.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, remember the Spider-Man Miles Morales?
That was GameSpot. That was GameSpot.
Oh, was that GameSpot?
Yes.
Okay.
Where they
But
said
still.
the exaggerated swagger of a black teenager.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay, but that's besides the point. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. Automatically, like, I can't really trust this IGN list simply because it's IGN, and
Yeah,
IGN
for sure.
already has a bad rep behind them.
Yeah.
And them saying that their poll data comes from the staff of IGN, like, it doesn't really help.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I mean, like a lot of the entries in this were really suspect, and like I said, it's really fucking hard to do a list like this, but I just think that they shouldn't have been so like definitive about it.
Yeah, if they were just like, oh, this is our take on it, okay,
Yeah.
I guess. But the fact that they said this is the list for the top 100 is kind of a bad news bears deal.
A lot of the comments seem to be pretty upset about Breath of the Wild being number one.
I would be too. I am.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Like I said, like it doesn't make sense why it's number one.
Like, it's so weird to me because I do really, really like that game. But, like, I think that you like it more if you've never played an open world game. Which
Yeah,
a
probably.
lot of Zelda fans probably haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Whatever. It is what it is, man.
what it is. Well, that was IGN's top 100 list. What games do you think we're missing on there? What would you put there? You know, would you put like Garfield Kart or something? I'm curious what our audience would put on there. Fuck,
Yeah,
I'm sure they're
the Burger King games on the top 3.
I'm sure they're dead by now. This is by far our longest episode. Holy shit! I just saw we're at 2 hours.
Yeah, we're at 2 hours on this shit.
If you were upset about the last couple episodes being too short, well, there you go.
Yeah, big one.
Yeah. But you know, it's a topic worthy of it. I didn't want to split into 2 parts. I'm like, fuck it. We're already in the long haul.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening and sticking through with us. We are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify if you feel like sharing with your friends.
Woo, baby.
And, by the time this episode comes out, I have an exciting announcement. By the time this episode comes out, you'll see that we finally have clips being uploaded.
Hell yeah, dude.
TikTok and YouTube.
Been working on these for a while.
Yes, we have. And, you know, I'm trying to make it a daily thing, but if not, a couple times a week at least, just to get the upload rate up, because, you know, this algorithm.
Yeah, I need it.
But seriously, thanks so much for listening, everybody. We really appreciate it, and hope your New Year's was really good. And do you have anything else you want to say, Paul?
Breath of the Wild sucks.
Oh shit! All right, well, Paul's doxed. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week.